time to Survivor 45.
That's right. And it's orange logo. Orange, look at that.
It's time to meet the cast of Survivor 45. Come on in.
This is cute though.
It's interesting how they try different things each season.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do like that about them, how they try new things.
Paused on the greatest face.
I know. Okay.
Wow, so cool.
I know.
Wait, what show is this?
Whoa, what? CBS? Survive? Have you heard of this?
This was no longer. What would he do? What should I do? No. This was. Oh my gosh, what would I do?
Okay. So I do want to say that we have minimal knowledge on these guys so far. We have a very little bit of knowledge. Julie, I know nothing about actually. This is all I know is that she's 49 and from Tennessee.
Brentwood, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Put some
Sorry.
class on that.
My bad. But she does, and you said this earlier, she reminds us of Lindsay Carmine from
43.
43. But yeah, she does give me some Lindsay vibes.
And in turn, those vibes came from
I am
Prissy.
divorced.
True.
Mom. About that time, the saying that went around was, she needed a hero, so she became one. But that hit me 4 years later of many nights at night school while teaching art classes during the day. I passed the bar the first time. I've been a practicing attorney now for 5 years. So that's what resonated with me.
Dirt on the nose.
I say, yeah, I'm going to be the sole survivor. No, I'm serious. Why not me?
I should make a merge.
Yeah, you know what? I do like that.
And if I'm
promising.
wrong, I guess I'm striking out twice with the fucking
you did
older mom.
You did say that
archetype.
with Lindsay as well. I do remember that. But she is promising. She seems like very level-headed when it comes into this. I don't think she'll be like, "Oh my god, they're voting for me." You know? That's the vibes I get firsthand. So she's a little more promising than the other ones that I've seen. CBS,
Okay, you're gonna be stranded on an island? I was like, Mom, it's fine. I'm an adult.
Oh, I like him.
I am a musician, a gym owner, and an entrepreneur, all of the above. Ever since I was 6, though, I started Tai Chi. I've gotten a chance to compete in competitions as a martial artist.
He's Kung
I'm
Fu
now
Panda.
a world
Nothing
champion,
can convince me
and
of
I push hands to do everything possible to get to that WIN.
Okay, so with him, he's a business owner. He's buff as hell. He's a gym owner.
He's buff. Bro's not going anywhere pre-merge unless something catastrophic happens.
He gets like a cute and cuddly kind of vibe though. Like when you say Kung Fu Panda, it makes sense.
Kung Fu Panda.
Tai Chi, everything like that. Like that's Sifu. I do like him. I think kind of promising. A little bit of Davey in there. I see.
They're going to look at me, they're going to see Napoleon Dynamite, they're going to see the Nutty Professor.
That's exactly
they're
it.
going to see a guy who lives at the library.
Wait, what? That makes so much sense. That's exactly what I thought of.
Bro, he kind of looks like you.
Okay, you didn't have to do me
I
like
first started watching Survivor in middle school. I see Cochran out there. I watched him go
shit.
from mathlete to millionaire. I am a trivia national champion, mock trial. I'm a state
Nerd.
final, gone on to the
Interesting.
University of Pennsylvania, the Ivy League. I have no intention of lying about it and telling someone I'm, like a dance major or something stupid like that. I'm
You
smart.
should tell
I
him
want
he's a
people
dance
to know what
major.
my strengths are because I want to telegraph that I'm someone reliable who you can work with. I'm off to bright
Interesting.
places
Oh, wow.
of academia. And Survivor, at this critical moment, is a test. It's to show me how far I've come and to validate some of the things I plan to do in the future.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't really see a long run for him anyway.
Okay, I was gonna say the same thing. I feel bad for saying it. I don't see him going very far. I just like he seems like a great guy, but when
We
he's
have
like
2 twigs on the cast, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't see either of them going far.
I don't know. I think the other one could. But for Drew specifically, I don't see it. I feel like this is a test for me, and I feel like this is gonna be a bad test. I think you're gonna fail, to be honest with you. I don't know. I want to see him do well, but I can't see it.
I think people are gonna be afraid of what the Carson archetype is gonna be, like what Carson was last
True.
season, and I think people are now gonna start not underestimating the younger players, which is sort of like what happened with Parvati, at least, because it's like
Oh
we went through a drought where it's like people were comparing whatever to a Parvati 2.0.
Oh.
Well, now there's gonna be a Carson 2.0.
Do you think
and
Drew's gonna be a Carson 2.0, or like one of those that are like made out to be a Carson 2.0.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be a Carson 2.0, but I think the perception is that he is one.
I see more Zach than Carson in him. I don't know.
That's what he could probably be. Yes,
I see that. I see that happening.
I'm so happy to be here.
Aww.
So happy to be here. I'm a little bit of everything. Truck driver, Marine from the South. I'm the perfect hodgepodge where I can find something to connect to everyone that I talk to.
That's a good thing to do.
Driving after I got out of the Marines, so
it's a good
I've
skill.
had to sleep outside, you know, for weeks at a time. So the physical side of things don't be as tumultuous on my mind as some of the other characters. Well, she's
gonna be one of the stronger women on her tribe. So even if the unfortunate precedent that women are going to get voted out early is in place, she's a Marine. She's one of the more stronger women on her tribe. She's also got scope with what she's done. She's a truck driver. She's a Marine. She's a hodgepodge of things. And I think that's just going to be very useful when it comes to connecting with people on her tribe, especially in a small tribe. So I think she's merge bound completely, unless something completely goes catastrophically wrong. I can't see her getting out pre-merge.
I do see what you're saying. I think she's gonna be underestimated. I do think so. Honestly, she's probably more of a Carson than Drew is, because no one's gonna be like, oh, she's gonna be like really good at this game. People are gonna look at her and be like, oh, she's like fun, you know, good person to have around. But like, watch her like actually low-key run the game. I can see that happening.
Well, I think a Carson is a white nerdy kid. Just
but the thing is with Carson, everyone thought like, oh, Carson is this type of character, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like he's not. Okay. He's not gonna be like. He's just a white nerdy. Drawing
parallels instead of
yeah.
Line.
People are gonna like her for her and not for her prowess. I think and she's still gonna be valued as a strong member of her team. You know what I mean? So I can see her doing very, very, very well.
I went to college for the heptathlon.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah,
she's good.
Level. It's not only just my body versus your body, it's my mind versus your mind.
Crystal Cox
it's
too.
Like this is for my family. This is gonna change my life.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
High hopes. High hopes. I really do like her.
Man, if I can find my Amber out there, that would be amazing.
That's the first thing he says. He said, I hope I can find my Amber.
Oh, what a face you paused on.
Oh, I love it. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Austin, I'm gonna say he's making merge, but I'm gonna say he's gonna have a little bit of a tough time at merge.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't say
Survivor is truly like the ultimate competition, and I think back at like,
I think I could be wrong.
You know, the Junior Olympics and playing volleyball. These muscles and all these things on me now weren't always here. I was very shy, I was very introverted, very quiet. Being able to
is not
live
the
that
same
entire
guy.
introversion, extroversion
same
spectrum
guy.
to get, people are gonna look at me and they're immediately gonna be like, oh, that's a woo, that's an Aussie. They're not known for being strategists, and I think that's really gonna be one of my key highlights.
If he can actually be strategical, like actually have strategy, he's a triple threat.
I think
are people gonna notice that?
He will definitely be more strategic than like Wu, for sure. Without a doubt, I can see that already. He needs to lay low, because people could recognize that very
literally
easily.
Unfortunately, he has. I think he's gonna have to do that. Otherwise, people are gonna be like, so he's good at challenges and he's got a good brain.
Yeah, that's
get him out of here before he starts running the thing.
That's the thing. And so if he notices that, then he'll be fine. He'll make it pretty far. But I think he
notices that. But can he change that perception of everything?
I hope so.
What if he just comes in and acts like a Fabio? Like if he acts like a Fabio, what are you gonna do?
If I get on the show, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna act stupid. I'm gonna act so stupid, and people are keeping me around like, oh haha, Fabio. But like they're not gonna be like, oh, this guy's good. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. And I think if Austin does that, he's just
could be.
He could make it very far. This guy's a wild card.
He wants a showmance.
I know he's trying to be Matt and Franny.
We are not getting another showmance.
No.
For a while.
No
or
way.
Anything as good as Franny and Matt.
It took 42 seasons to go from B-Rob and Amber to Matt and Franny.
I'm gonna go around acting as wooey as possible, and hopefully in the end, turn out to be a Tony.
Fair. I can see that, but he has to lay low. So If
he can't be a Tony. Tony don't lay low.
Yeah, Tony don't lay low. He needs to lay low.
I will contribute to the tribe. I'm actually not sure. I hope I have something. Your guess is as good as mine of what I'm going to contribute.
Oh no, that's not good.
Honestly, he's warming up to me more.
The hardest part of the game is going to be controlling my anxiety and my worries. You know, I am a very neurotic person, and I don't want to spend the whole time I'm here worrying.
Oh, wow.
My girlfriend supplied me with my strategy, and it was
screams, pre-merge, blow up.
Yeah, so oh my god. I see...
Everybody in my life knows
that
this is my
Is that Jeremy?
That's Jeremy, and that's Andrea, yeah.
The world.
Well,
I've been sending in videos for this before I was even eligible to do so. When I was 11, 12, 13, and I made it my goal the last 15 years to get on this island. I recognize Survivor as an opportunity to get outside of my comfort zone. I didn't grow up a very outdoorsy kid. I prefer my room and my TV and my air conditioning, and everything that goes on here is just so not me. But in order to be the person that I want to be, I need Survivor. I want to be the person that Survivor
I also like his hair.
Okay. He's like neurotic.
I'm
like
gonna say
Christian.
it. I'm gonna say it. Well, no.
But no. Yeah, I was gonna finish. I don't think he'll be a Christian. I think he'll be like
pre-merge blow up.
I see him more of a Jacob Derwin than a Christian.
Yeah, he's gonna need to unfortunately keep his anxiety in check.
Yeah, which that's so hard to do on my life.
Because he honestly looks like he could be a character.
But you know what? Hannah did it. You know what I mean? Like, she did great. So maybe Brandon can do it too. I want him to do well, but I can't see it right now. And I don't have high hopes, but I want him to do well.
Is there such a thing as loyalty in the game of Survivor?
Good question.
I tried everything to live a faithful Mormon straight lifestyle, and when I finally made that decision to live as a proud gay man, that's when my world really opened up for me. And I'm now an elementary school principal, bringing diversity, equity, inclusion into my community. Being
he screams Todd.
Very grit, mental tenacity. Those are the attributes that you need to have on Survivor to be successful. At the time of Survivor, I didn't know who I was, and watching Todd play his game,
crazy,
who had been raised Mormon,
we called it.
Who I want to be. So I am
so
happy
like Jay.
to be here
almost,
playing Survivor Season 45. Like, let's go!
Okay.
I think if anyone were to play, you know how everyone's like, oh my god, I'm gonna play just like Parvati. If anyone's gonna play who they say they're gonna play like, it's him. He will play just like Todd, and I believe it 100%. He could very well be. I don't think he'll win as Todd, as a Todd-like player. I can see it.
My only dilemma is he cannot go super fast. If he starts going super fast out of the gate, he's gone pre-merge, and it's not even a question.
Yeah,
he will be the first boot off his tribe.
In these
there's no trust.
Newer seasons, you have to play slow. You have to just like be more like involved.
Here's what I think you need.
Socially.
I think you just need you need to form those social bonds as quick as possible.
Yes, yeah, and especially 26 days. Like, it's 2/3 what it was before. You need to like make sure you're in with people. So I think Sean can do it. Yeah. I think Sean can do it. He has like the personality for it. Very good job casting this season.
Yeah, I was initially shaky about it. So
I'm really
first because I was.
I
Emily!
Really I hate the sand. I sunburn super easily. I could just keep going.
Oh no!
I don't know why I am like hyped up for Emily.
Lydia said the same thing though. So that's Maryland.
Represent.
Maryland
even
represent.
She's not from Maryland.
It's okay. It counts. We'll count it. Laurel, Maryland. Crazy.
I was told coming into this process that my personality was very similar to Cass's. I thought they were talking about Cassidy. They were talking about Chaos Cass. I do think that Cass, in a lot of ways, does inspire me in the game. I'm an outspoken, more.
Yes.
I get irritated.
Please. She better not be a pre-merge boot. I am feeling strong emotions about her that most of this cast I have not felt about. Please do not let her be a pre-merge boot. She will be entertaining.
Oh, I love her already.
God.
She's so great.
Please.
Oh my god.
Please.
Yeah, so like that like sort of like like snippy in a way. Yeah. Snarky, that's better. We need that.
Be good.
We've had a drought of that for so long. This would be great to keep her in. I don't know if they will, but I really think they should.
Chip away at
I think Sydney from 41 was a good one
like
that, but unfortunately she just got sniped at merge.
Yeah, we didn't get enough of her, I don't think. But I really did like. Yeah, true. I do like where this is going.
Oh man, I'm getting a little boring. My desire to
she sounds like Cass.
Myself and come out of it a more interesting, more lived person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go late merge with her because this is not based on any sort of preconceived notion about how she'll do. This is just because I want her to do well and go late merge.
I know. Me too. I just think like she's so promising. I feel like if she does it right. The reason Cass did so well was because her teammates sucked, actually. That's why.
Cass did well because they voted off Garrett.
Yeah, true. She did okay socially, strategically. I mean, not socially. I think Emily has the social aspect that Cass was lacking. So strategically,
maybe we'll see.
I think if everything goes well.
Wish we had music for him too.
Oh yeah, I just listened to that little thump up. You guys don't hear it?
I love Kaleb.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh my,
like
wait.
A black Huckleberry Finn. You know, I was just kind of figuring it out. Whether it was becoming a lifeguard, having never passed swim lessons before, start my own painting business, having never picked up a brush before.
That's crazy.
I made up a twin brother for myself. And that way, if I was ever, you know, dropping off ladders at 2 a.m. and they'd call me and be like, were you at my house in the middle of last night? I'd be like, you try and give your family opportunities, this is what they do. And now I'm in software sales. Something else I have no experience in. But I've never been qualified for anything.
I know.
So why wouldn't I come here and win Survivor as well? I really want to give off this golden retriever.
Oh,
like,
you
games,
do.
Loves people, energetic, and what they don't realize is that this dog was raised by wolves.
This is someone like I don't feel like we've seen this type of guy before. Like we have, there's been Jays and Taylors and things like that. This is new. This type of energy feels new, and I think Kaleb is gonna be like, it's so obviously his own person.
Here's what I want from him. I want him to give us some good confessionals, kind of showing his villainous nature.
I hope he
while
does.
Also juxtaposed with his goofy, like maybe a shot with him being goofy and interacting with his tribe, with his just like maybe like a villainous or like it's just like, you know, I actually don't really like these people or something like that.
We've never seen a goofy villain before, which would be so funny. I feel like his story arc is gonna go from goofy, lovable guy to like this absolutely strategic mastermind villain.
I'm going finalist for him.
I think I might put him there actually. Also, if he plays it right, maybe Fallen Angel. He seems like such a good.
If he goes pre-merge, I'll be floored.
This guy will come back. I can see it already. I think he will like return.
There's some people who just shine like that.
Yeah, I can see it already.
Like already.
I haven't even seen the season, and I know he's gonna return. You know what I mean? He's just like that kind of personality. He will make it far. He's making it like easily.
6, 7.
Yeah,
if he can make it past those
5
crucial votes, which are always crucial.
He has a good chance of winning. I can see it. I can see him winning the game. I hope he does. I am already a big fan of Kaleb.
It's almost like Cody with Jesse's strategic.
Oh, see like that exactly. We were just talking that.
Love is great villains. I'm watching Batman. I'm rooting for the Joker. What I love the most is the people who understand it's a game. I'm gonna try and have as much fun and make as many great stories as I can.
Yes, beautiful. I love his personality.
Watch him just lie for the hell of it.
Yeah, he would. He seems like the type of guy that would. It's just golden retriever energy.
I know people come on the show and they're probably like, I'm not here to make friends, but like, I would love to make some friends. Why not?
Famous last words that Mariah from Survivor 43 said before she was voted off
true.
First. I'm just saying.
That is true.
I'm just saying.
I had admission to Harvard Law School, and I decided to give that up in order
I'm a
to
little worried about J. Maya.
Being an artist. A lot of people call my music nerd pop because
like
I write
two
about a lot of the
musicians.
stuff that I'm interested in.
Do we have another
one? If she's on the same tribe with Sifu, I think they make an alliance.
I think so. I can see it.
I'll be shocked.
I am a little worried for J. Maya though. I do think she'll have some sort of difficulty in the game. She is also promising, to be fair. She pairs up with Sifu, that's great. I think she has this ability to like attract people in such in a nerdy way. You know what I mean? Like people are gonna be like her for her brains. I can see that. Yeah.
She is on the same tribe with Sifu.
Oh, is she?
Millions of people around the world.
She's on the same tribe as Sifu?
Yes.
That's a very big pair if they can get that.
And thinking about Survivor and how much emphasis it places on risk-taking and being yourself, it really made me want to see if I could apply those lessons to this game.
Interesting.
I have a prediction. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait until the end because I think I want to do something differently. Not a full boot list, but something just a little bit different. That I think is just it's similar, but it's a little different.
All right, yeah. Let's do that. All right, I'm open. No.
One of the biggest things on my Survivor bucket list is to have that Survivor pizza. So that's like Detroit style in Detroit, or New York style in New York.
Pizza.
And
what the
of course,
fuck?
Really?
Survivor pizza on.
Imagine being there for the pizza. The Survivor pizza I've heard is just terrible. I've just heard like nothing good about it.
They really just love showing these shots of people.
Of Tony specifically, yeah.
Look at him chowing down on that pizza.
Look, I mean, he's loving it. So, okay, if whatever you say, Brando.
Survivor.
Brando, I'm sorry, but is probably the objectively weakest person on his tribe.
In my day-to-day life as a software developer, I spend a lot of time, digging for bugs or optimizing my algorithms to be as efficiently as possible.
I don't doubt his abilities to be an amazing software engineer at all, or software developer at all.
Yeah, and I think honestly that could transfer into Survivor very easily, just because like, the strategic ability and on the cuff thinking and like out of the box kind of like.
Well, I'm just thinking puzzles because a lot of computer science majors have to take a logic class and there's some puzzles in there.
Okay, yeah, so
that's what I'm doing.
He would be good,
so
especially if the tribe fails the first challenge and then they have to go back to the camp and do the
after doing that sweater savvy thing.
Yeah, that's what it was. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, they would easily do savvy.
My love for Survivor started a long time ago. It was cool to see, some of the Asian guys like Yao Man or like, Ty. But the one person who inspired me to get out here was David Wright, because David Wright was out here on the beaches of Fiji, facing his fears of death in the outdoors and just putting himself out there. And so for me, that was my motivation. No matter what happens at this point, I've
10
made
seasons
it,
later.
and that means everything to me.
10 years.
I said 10 years later. No, I think actually Brando, I have high hopes for him. I think he'll make merge.
I think if there comes a puzzle and he's on it and it doesn't go out to plan, I think he's at a major
I
problem.
agree. Well, that's it.
Because other people can be like, I can actually step up and do these puzzles.
Mm-hmm. Well, for one, that's assuming that Brando does fail the puzzle, and two, that's assuming that he doesn't have the social ability to come back from it. I think Drew doesn't, but I think Brando does.
What's your strategy going into the game?
Winging it!
Okay, Kendra?
I like it.
This is Kendra, right?
Yeah, this is Kendra. I like Kendra.
She gives off-brand Carolyn vibes, and I hate that I say that.
Carolyn, you think?
Off-brand Carolyn.
Yeah.
And I'm worried because
I think a little less crazy.
I don't see the same results happening again.
I think Kendra has to make a name for herself. She has to be her own person.
She can. I think she could.
She has the ability. I think she might just fall into like this like forgettable category though, which I don't like. But bartender, very very good occupation for this. Good skills to have, like just being able to talk to people, get the tips, like making a living off that. So I think she could do well socially. Strategically, I don't know. I feel like that has to play a part, and if she doesn't have that, then it might.
Bartenders typically do well in Survivor. I don't think there's a bartender that's done relatively poor.
I've been working in the restaurant industry for 12 years.
Holy shit.
I literally talk to people and make them think I like them, and they give me
yeah,
money.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like them. Not you. Whoever's watching this, not you, I swear. And I feel like this really prepares me. My social game is going to be so good. I have a big personality, and I think I'm definitely going to be
every single shot of her in slow-mo has been her screaming.
Maybe a little kooky, and this is just who I am. I am just.
I thought she was going to do a cartwheel.
Adventure. I lived out of a van.
Oh, it's one of the two.
Backpacked multiple countries by myself, and that's what Survivor.
Okay, so she's athletic.
So just like another.
So she's just not Carolyn.
She's got like
also with the personality of a little bit of Carolyn.
On when
I think she's gonna be a little bit more aware.
I'm just ready to.
I'm not saying Carolyn wasn't aware, but she made it her goal to seem unaware.
Yeah. So
I don't think Kendra's gonna be able to mimic that. So she's gonna be aware. People are gonna know she's a little more aware, but she's just gonna be a little bit kooky.
Yes, she will be kooky, but she is socially aware, especially as a bartender. Like you have to be aware of like the things around you. You have to know like who likes you, who doesn't like you, how much they're gonna give, like how much you should invest time into this. You know what I mean? Like
I can see her making merge at least.
Yeah, she's gonna be very socially aware. I can see her making merge. I don't know where to place her. She's a hard one to place, to be honest with you. I could see her going pre-merge. I can see her being Final 5, but I can't see her.
Depends
winning.
on who's trying to call the shots at merge.
True. Yeah.
I've definitely been working out. You know, this is not like that huge, but for me, this is a big deal. Okay.
That's not bad. Kellie.
I think when people hear the word nurse, like they think of like these nice ladies who like give you saltines and ginger ale when your tummy hurts. My job could not be farther from that. I've worked in the ER, I worked through COVID, I work in critical care now, and I've been working in places that require you to be calm, adaptable, rational, and emotionally intelligent.
And she's used to being tired.
Tons of stress and chaos. I cannot believe that a lesbian has never won the show. I absolutely intend to be the first. There is a struggle that comes with finding your identity.
She's got the drive, I think. She's got drive.
I do see that. She has a tough time in this game. I can see it.
I think she's strong. I also think she's stronger than she looks. Like even with her muscles, I think. I think she's just stronger than she looks. So
she's mentally made of steel. Like she's going to do so well when it comes to like roughing it out with just anybody. Really, the thing is, I don't know how well she can do socially. That's my only issue. But otherwise, she could do this for a year straight, and she'd still be thriving. She seems to be like doing great.
That's what gets people to trust you.
Yeah.
Why does that feel so short?
I got that notorious Irish whisper. Everyone's gonna hear it. You know what I mean?
What? Irish whisper.
Rogen. Massachusetts Seth Rogen. Boston Seth Rogen.
I'm a lawyer, but like I also am a bartender.
Bartender, there we go. I was trying to fit his accent.
I don't entrench myself entirely in one world. I've always thought of myself kind of like Chris Doherty.
Yes, I can see that.
He had this book.
Okay, this is the first time in a while I've heard anyone mention Chris Doherty, and I love his win. It's just fantastic. I think Jake, I could see him emulating that. I'm just saying I could see it.
Way, and I think you can be honest, but also, you know, you can still schmooze. If you're not schmoozing, you're not playing.
That's what Jam Jam did. He was like pissed, but whenever he was like mad about something, he was like, "Oh yeah," but like he said it in a joking way.
Jam Jam, to his advantage, I think it was the way he talked.
Yeah, and he did a very good job of doing so.
I think Jake has such this thick Boston accent.
Jake, I think if he's clever enough, he could just play things off. Like when he's pissed, he could be like, "Ah, man, I'm just joshing." You know what I mean? And like he won't say that. If anyone says joshing.
You're gonna you say that on the show and see how far you get.
Oh my god. Anyway, I think he could maneuver his way through these like tough conversations.
Now over the past couple of years, I've worked on myself really hard, becoming healthier and, you know, really taking care of myself, and I'm at the best point in my life to play this game. God damn it, I'm gonna play it, you know?
His accent is okay. I know I said his accent was a turnoff at some point, but then suddenly it's like I like it.
I know his accent. I do like it. It has like. It's a little bit of like. I
want to hear him say
twang.
more things.
I know.
I'm back, baby. Let's go.
Winner pick.
This is your winner pick?
No, I'm joking.
I was gonna say.
But I think he's gonna do well.
I think so.
For 12 minutes. Like I don't know what to tell you. Got to 44. We all know what happened there. Jeff does his thing. Go. And then I took off running.
Don't show the shot.
Bang, I hit my head.
It hurt.
That hurts me to watch. Yeah.
I honestly have. For the 12 hours that I was there, I was the father figure. I need to not be dad. The dad's the one who puts down the rules and all that other stuff. The uncle's who you go talk to and have conversation with.
Even in the small time he played the game, he recognized he was going to be the dad figure on that tribe, and that definitely would have been how it would have played out.
Yeah,
that's just the Tika dynamic.
Because like the Carson, the Sarah, like Helen, everyone's going to be like, "Oh, dad."
If he can avoid that again, like he's going to try to.
Yeah.
Props to him. I think he's merge bound then.
He is using
avoid that.
every advantage of his 12 hours on that island to his advantage. And
I love him for that.
Yeah, honestly, props. Fantastic awareness.
Because it's like, how often do you have a player like that who can just like, I know what I did wrong even though I didn't even get to play.
And you know what? With Bruce, my initial boot list, I thought he was making top 3 just because he was very like social. He knew he's a smart man. He's like given smarts of Jeremy, but physicality of like James. You know what I mean? Like very socially
aware. Your original boot list.
Yeah, I know. Well, I realized everyone was like, "Oh, Bruce is the first one, the medevac," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's probably not good."
Yeah.
But I was so hyped for him, and I'm so glad he's back again. I really do like that.
But I'm gonna be known as Uncle Bruce out here.
Uncle Bruce.
Here, in the past.
Look at the way he jumps.
Tongue out.
What a magnet of that.
Other than the way that I'm supposed to play this game.
He's also in a suit again.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why. High hopes.
Jeff Probst, who is just a heartthrob I may or may not be platonically in love with.
I think Hannah is already a character.
And I wanted to come on Survivor from the first day that I watched, purely from a psychological standpoint.
Yeah,
it was
me too.
Fascinating. But I don't want to play like the last two therapists that were on this show.
Holy shit!
I'm a therapist. And I'm going to be able to read people. And it's like, I don't want to underestimate any of the people around me just because I got my master's in counseling. Like, I'm not counseling.
Oh my God. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
That's
pause.
Yeah.
What's crazy is that she recognizes the faults of past ones like Tori and Ellie.
They were so overconfident in their abilities, and that did end up biting them in the butt.
I think Hannah's gonna be different. I think Hannah's gonna be still as entertaining, and I think, dare I say, could be a potential other villain.
I agree with that, and I really, 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 really hope. Oh my God! Imagine when Hannah and Kaleb link. I see a powerful duo right there.
About a 5-year drinking career, and everything that I've learned through my
interesting you say that.
Absolutely
Hannah's on the same tribe as Kaleb.
It's just
Are they actually?
How to deal with life.
Yeah.
Let
I'm
go
so
of
happy.
The things that are out of my control, but absolutely control the things that are, so that I can sit here today and be comfortable in my own sweaty skin. And it's forged this sense of self that I think is going to keep me going.
My alliance members to define loyalty as just unrelenting loyalty.
So she wants to be the controller.
Yes, she wants to be Boss Mob.
I have to walk through the world as a black queer woman, and I am constantly in survival mode because of that. Trying to make them feel like I'm the sweet small town girl that really isn't coming in as strong as I am.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Means that I'm finally gonna get a chance to do something for myself and just really show myself what I'm made of.
Okay, if she's trying to,
I'm gonna say late pre-merge.
I think I agree with you, because if she's trying to control, that will never ever work in this game. It's worked maybe 2 seasons
just flake
ever.
off to other people.
Exactly.
Unrelenting loyalty is so rare.
Yes.
Hell, it barely even happened in 44.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And so loyalty is crazy hard to come by in this game. And for her to just hope that that's going to happen is kind of crazy. I don't see it happening. But if she does play the sweet little innocent hometown girl, yeah, that's very good. That would do well. I think if she continues to do that, then she'll make it far.
It would work in establishing her ground on the tribe and preventing her from being the first boot.
Which would, in turn, create loyalty. But I don't think it would be lasting. I think 44 was an anomaly because of how loyal everybody was to each other.
I want to be a Latina female winner on Survivor.
Interesting.
So I was born in Cuba. Being an immigrant, I have grit. Started working at 14, and I've been hustling my entire life. I think someone will look at me and just be like, oh, she's a pretty face and she doesn't like to get down and dirty, but I'll get dirty any day out here.
She got grit.
Look pretty. We're here to win. I hope to be remembered as someone who cared about the people around her. I'm gonna be that person that sits next to you and people don't forget how you make them feel. I've always been someone who signs up for things that scared me. I thrive in the unknown.
Sure. Okay. Well, that's something that not everyone has.
She's going to merge for me.
I say pre-merge.
And the different thing I was going to do is not a complete boot list, but an order of how you think the people on each tribe are going to do, just 1 through 6.
1 through 6. Okay.
Blue first.
Blue first.
In 6th place. So who I think I'm the least confident is Brando.
All right, my 6th, I put Katurah.
That's fair. For me, Brando I don't think he's going to click with everybody else on the tribe. I think
that is the one thing I'm afraid of. I was looking at it, I was like, Brando, you got to make some
everyone
strong
else is kind of middle-aged. And with Kellie, I feel like I think Kellie's going to do well. So I was like, I think the only one that's like just the outlier is Brando.
Yeah, that's fair. I put Katurah. She seems very like zoned in on the wrong thing. I think she's like, I've done this and the other thing, so I could easily do this. Like, this is no big deal. This is easy to me.
For her, it's like, I think she'll do better, but I think it's like, I don't see like so much drive. My 5th place, I have Jake.
Interesting. Okay. Wow. I have Kendra. So what I was thinking was Jake and Kendra, after the first vote, I feel like they're just going to get in it. You know what I mean? I just feel like they won't like each other, Jake and Kendra. And so I think Jake wins the battle. But that's also if Katurah gets out first. That's what was under my prediction. If Brando gets out first, Jake could easily go next. So I don't hate your list.
For me, I just have a hard time placing Jake. It wasn't about how well I think he would do. It was how everything else fell.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jake he's cool, but will he be able to click with everybody?
Yeah, I don't think so. But he does have some sort of charm to him, so that's what I'm hoping he pulls. Yeah. So, like, you understand. I get it.
I could also see him easily getting out as like a challenge boot. It's like, oh, he doesn't perform well in a challenge.
Oh yeah, easily. I could see that.
For 4th place?
Yeah, 4th place. I have Brando for really the reasons you said. He's weak. He's just like, he's a smart guy, but I don't know.
I could just see Katurah being complacent and just like,
yeah.
If it's no other options to exhaust, I think Katurah will get out.
Yeah, it's an easy vote. She could also easily be a goat, but I don't see her winning right now. That's all. That's where I'm at.
3rd, I have Bruce.
3rd, I have Jake. So
I think Bruce is in a good position because it seems like he doesn't want to play how he was going to play in 44, which is a good thing.
Yes.
But I also think that he still has a target behind him, and I don't think people are going to want to see him. People are not going to take him to the end.
Fair. Like, you know what? Good point.
He may make merge, but he may not make it farther past merge. Since we're only ranking 6, it's not necessarily given placement. It's just, where are they falling on the thing?
Yeah.
And I think this is the cutoff point for me. It's like the top 3 here, I think, are going to make merge.
Fair. I can see Jake making merge very easily. I think he has a very good chance of it. I can even see Brando making merge, really, in my 4th.
I cannot see Brando making merge.
I can't see him making it much farther past merge. Jake, I can see him using his little charm. I think people will catch on, though, be like, hey, this Jake guy, this fella, he needs to go. He's just not, I don't trust him. Or maybe it's like he's just too socially adept, I think Jake, he could do well, could not. I put him 3rd, middle of the pack. 2nd, I did Kellie.
I also did Kellie.
Okay.
I think Kellie is in a very good position. I think she's
yes.
I think she's physically ready for the game.
Yes.
I think she's mentally ready for the game. I think she's zoned in. I think she will easily fly through the pre-merge. I think she'll make bonds with people.
I see that.
Be able to make it far.
Very true. She's just been mentally very tough. Physically, she seems like fit. She's ready. She prepared.
It's hard to just tell how the end game's gonna go.
Yes.
I can't predict the future.
No,
and I feel like anything I say is gonna be is like obviously gonna be like instantly. Oh, it actually ended this way.
You were wrong, actually.
I was so wrong. But I can say I feel confident that she's gonna do well.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident too.
My number 1.
Your number 1
is Kendra.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Tell me more.
For me, it was the bartender stuff.
Fair. Honestly, very good point.
It was the bartender stuff. I think she'll be able to click with the people. I think she'll be able to click with Bruce.
She could click with everybody. The reason I put her so low is because she's going to be there for 26 days. She can't be fake with everybody else for 26 full days at a time. I just can't see it. I feel like eventually she'll have to... She just won't like someone.
I don't think she's gonna be. Well, yeah, she's not gonna like people, and I think it's gonna create an interesting rivalry. But I think personally, if she interacts with people every single day, that's her job.
True.
I think she is going to have maybe the best time casually hooking up with people and just clicking and maybe forming those bonds that will last farther into the game, even at merge. Like she'll make bonds at merge that'll come and help her later on.
And I can totally see that too. I really can. Blue was the hardest to make for me.
Yellow was the hardest for me.
I put Bruce first. I feel like he's played before. It was 12 hours, so no one's gonna like hold that against him. But he has learned. He knows like, hey, I need to be the person people talk to, not the people not the one like building the shelter. You know what I mean? Things like that. I feel like he's learned.
I was
adapted.
I was so ready to choose him.
Yeah,
first two.
But you made a good point.
I just have a small suspicion.
You had a good point. Like, he already came back. No one's gonna let him go that far because what a story. You know what I mean? So if he makes final 3, he probably wins just based on the fact that season 44 already happened.
Unless something else happens.
True. You know, it is a whole new season. It's a whole new game. So we'll see.
Again.
Yeah, that would be so crazy if he actually did. Oh, poor guy.
All right.
Okay, let's go to yellow.
Red tribe.
Oh, red. Yes.
I did red next.
My
6th place. I have Drew.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It speaks for itself. Yeah.
I think there's a few people who are going to dominate on the tribe, and unfortunately, I don't think it's any of the young people. Mm-hmm. And Drew is unfortunately going to be the one that I think leads the way. Is the opening boot.
Opening act. Yeah, I see it. Drew, like we said it in the tape, he just wasn't there. Like, this is a test for him. It's not like he's like very involved. I don't think he'll have the social awareness that he needs. Things like that. I hope he does well. Watch him win. That'd be so crazy if he won.
That would be crazy.
I hope he surprises us though. 5th place, I put D.
I put J Maya.
Fair. Okay. I respect that. I understand.
And for me, it was more everyone else showed more things that I think would actually translate well. I think J Maya, here's what I think is going to happen. It's going to be a young people versus old people, with Austin supposedly in the swing spot. Mm-hmm. I think Julie, Nico, and Austin Julie, Sifu, and Austin are going to be the 3 that run the red tribe. I think Drew is going to leave first, and unfortunately, it's just going to. I think Jemiah is next without really much consideration. I just don't think she brings as much to the table in terms of what she can provide to her team. But if she somehow makes it to the merge, I think she could fly under the radar. But I unfortunately think that of her and D, I think D has a better chance of at least making some red tribe connections and maybe making it a little bit further than her allies.
And that's fair. With D, for me, I just wasn't feeling it in her tape. It was more like, this is me, this is what I've done, this is what I can do.
Well, for me, with D, I found that the line that stuck out to me was like, I'm ready to get down and dirty or something like that.
Yes.
I was like...
I agree. She reminds me a lot of Natalia from David vs. Goliath. Yeah.
In 4th place, I do have D.
In 4th place, I have J Maya. So everything you said
similar.
Makes sense.
I mean, everything I said stands. I think D has probably the best chance of the young people on that tribe to at least make merge. And if she does, I mean, hey, it could spell goodness for her because I think she could flip. She would flip on the red tribe, and I mean, it may not lead to her winning in the end, but it would at least get her farther than her allies.
And you know what?
Unfortunately, it could happen, but it also could backfire so fast.
I do want to add on to that, and the fact that Austin's like looking for love. He was the next Boston Robin Amber.
Looking for love.
And I think D would easily play into that, and J Maya probably wouldn't. J Maya, I don't know. You said it really. She's just like I don't. It's just pieces don't fit together. The puzzle pieces are just misaligned, so that I really can't see her doing very well. So for 3rd, I put Julie.
I put Sifu. I think, and I will eat my words if this unfortunately happens again, I think that Julie will go far.
Okay.
And if she has to be cutthroat, I think she will.
I think she will too. The thing is, I think she'll trust Austin and Sifu so much.
I don't see Sifu being cutthroat. I see Sifu being this like lovable panda guy.
Which is why I don't see him getting out at 3, like so early. I think Julie gets out before Sifu does, personally.
I think Sifu will get targeted because of how big he looks, how strong he looks if he makes the merge. Okay. I think Julie will look after herself.
I understand. I don't hate that. 2nd, I put Austin.
2nd, I put Julie. I think I mean, Julie's gonna be great. I think Austin could have the whole package here.
He is very promising. I think Austin, the only thing that I don't want him to get blinded by something. He I think could get tunnel vision on a certain thing, like a certain person, and that would be his downfall. That's what I'm afraid of, because he's still young.
That would be hilarious if it happens.
Like, I can see that. However, Austin, Julie, Sifu, those 3 link up.
I think that's the alliance. I think that's the alliance that's running red.
Yeah, I can see that.
If it isn't, I'll be shocked.
Maybe Austin.
I could 100% see why I put Julie and Austin as the top 2 is like a oddly. I don't know the age of Austin, but it could be like a mother-son relationship type thing that they would be the 2 inner.
Fair, I see that. Like Carson Carolyn 2.0. And then first I put Sifu. I don't know. He's just, everybody loves him. There's not a single person that's gonna vote him out because he was like mean or rude or like he's just the reason he gets out. He's a threat. That's why.
It was hard for the top 3 because it's like all of them are ones that I want to do well.
Yeah.
Specifically Sifu. My only thing with Sifu is, and I didn't put him higher, is I think he's just gonna unfortunately be too trusting.
Fair. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Now.
Yellow tribe. This one I'm so excited for.
This was the hardest one for me to rank.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
6th place?
6th.
I had Brandon.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I feel like that's just, I don't know.
It's so hard because I think everybody on this tribe does bring something different. But I think also it's like everyone on this tribe is going to be, it's going to be a tougher tribe. It's just going to be a tougher tribe for everybody. And I think, unfortunately, Brandon, he was outlining how it was going to have to keep his anxiety in check.
Yep.
And if he can, and he makes it past and someone else makes a blunder, I think he'll be good. But I mean, the odds are just kind of stacked against him. He's got a bunch of like charismatic and personable people on his tribe who are just going to, I guess, play harder, I think.
I think so. I think he would love to play hard, but I feel like he's just gonna, I feel like Jacob Derwin it.
And Yellow was the hardest. Brandon on any other tribe isn't the last person.
I agree. I think this is just a stacked ass tribe. I can't wait to see these guys.
For 5th place, I have Sean.
I have Emily, which I don't like that. I don't like putting Emily 5th, but I feel like I had to.
Here. I put Sean 5th because what was screaming out to me is clearly taking inspiration from Todd. And he totally should, you know, he identifies with that, you know, gay Mormon from Utah. That's who he is. Unfortunately, if he tries and plays like Todd, it's not going to spell out good at all. I think Kaleb, I think Hannah, I think they all are going to be people who recognize what Sean could be.
I agree.
Are going to cross communicate, you know, like check everything that he said.
Fair, yeah.
Might just come off as untrustworthy.
I think you have a very, very good point there, actually. I put Emily because it was at this point between Emily and Sean for 5th and 4th. Emily, I put 5th because I feel like Sean mimicking Todd. Todd was such a powerful just player in 15, and so when Sean, like, if Sean lays low for a little bit, just like, hey, haha, I'm cool, you guys keep me around for a little bit. I feel like Emily's gonna just rub people the wrong way, you know, like Chaos Cass. And that leads us.
I think, and this might be only for this tribe, people are going to look past how Emily is specifically.
I hope so. Honestly, I really do. I don't know, because this tribe is all just so cool.
This was the hardest one, right?
Yeah.
For 4, I have Sabiyah.
I have Sean.
You already outlined that.
Yeah, for the same reason you did, yeah.
For me, I think Sabiyah, Emily, Hannah, and Kaleb, I think those 4 could make merge. To be honest, it's not that Sabiyah would do anything wrong. I feel like at this point, Emily might be able to just ride it to the end. And I think Kaleb and Hannah are gonna thrive in the merge.
I agree. I think Kaleb and Hannah are gonna absolutely destroy everybody.
Sabiyah is just maybe will be left in the dust, unfortunately.
So I'm not sure. I put Sabiyah in my 3rd because of just exactly that. Hannah and Kaleb, I think, are just gonna they're gonna be the mitochondria of this fucking season. I think Sabiyah would probably be left behind. I feel like Hannah and Kaleb are just gonna truck through everybody. I think Sabiyah's gonna be a little more compassionate towards people and get in with that. And I think Sabiyah's just gonna get cut because of that. I don't know.
In 3rd, I had Emily. I love Emily. I think she's gonna be in for the long haul. But I think obviously the stars are going to be Hannah and Kaleb. And if I'm wrong, if Emily ends up being one of the stars, I'm gonna be glad I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be glad I'm wrong because I'm excited for what Emily could do. It could blow up and she's the most likely person to just get axed.
Yeah. My 2nd, I put Hannah.
I put Hannah as well.
I don't like putting Hannah. I want to see Hannah do better than Kaleb, but I can't.
This tribe is stacked.
This whole tribe is just so
Kaleb
crazy.
is going in with so much charisma.
I know.
Unless something goes wrong and his entire tribe realizes this guy's gonna be good.
I can see
they maybe even will realize that, but won't vote him off.
Yeah, I know. That's that. Even then, like, I feel like he has a similar personality to Sifu, but he's just a little bit more like strategic. He's a little bit more like involved in the game of Survivor than Sifu.
I think he's not going to be so trustworthy. He's going to actually like. He's going to be a little bit more of a critical thinker when it comes to what information he's hearing.
Yeah, and I feel like he's a front runner right now. 29 years old. He's in his prime right now, doing absolutely like everything. He's doing fantastic. Yeah. I see him winning this game right now.
It's like, here's what I see. I see him and Hannah making Final 3, and I think Hannah's going to come across as someone who could be more of a villain.
Yeah, Kaleb could be.
Kaleb will be like a fun villain, but I think more of like a game villain. I think
he's likable.
I think he could win this game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think honestly, so who are your top picks on every single tribe?
Every single tribe? Kendra, Austin, and Kaleb.
Kendra, Austin, Kaleb. Who do you see winning out of those three the most?
It's gonna be Kaleb.
It's gonna be Kaleb. Yeah, out of Sifu, Bruce, Kaleb, I see Kaleb.
And if he doesn't, we're in for a horrible Final 4 boot, Final 5
oh
boot,
my
or
god.
Final 6 boot.
I know, it's gonna be 44 all over again.